Hello, Dr. S. I thought instead of a typical video where it's just someone talking and it gets boring, I would show you cute pictures and videos of my kids that I teach that every time I want to quit after a hard day, I look through my pictures and videos and it makes me want to keep going. So, thought that would be a better background. I'm going to start the questions. So, I have learned a lot about myself as a collaborative professional, not just through Columbia College, but through my own life experiences as a teacher. Every classroom I've worked in, I've worked with a partner, and I have been very lucky that most every time it's been someone that has complementary strengths as I do. So if I'm really good at creative lesson plans and meaningful experiences, and they're usually good at classroom management and organization. I feel like co-teaching is beneficial to the students and the teachers as well as the parents. It it just always feels like there's someone to lean on because especially with daycare where it's such a long day and there's so many kids, you need someone to help. It just makes the life easier. I have learned a lot about the path to becoming a professional educator through Columbia College, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little overwhelming that one night we were talking about all the steps, and I saw kind of how far away I was because I unfortunately have to work full time, and with my schedule and my weekends, try to work on the weekends too. I can't take as many classes as I would like, so I have to take it about 2 classes at a time. So there's that, and it's a little disheartening, and I wish that I could go faster, but I have to go at my own pace. And going at my own pace helps me maintain my high GPA. Usually I get all A's. One time I got a B. I was very upset about it, but it was in art history, so it doesn't count. Um, so going slower helps me get better grades. I just wish I could go a little faster because I know that I have so much further to go, but I'm trying to take it one semester at a time while still planning ahead and trying to see that end goal. I don't think I want to be a teacher in a classroom per se. I think it's not where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I want to do something in the educational field, more of an administration, uh, or I'd like to go on to library science for children's services. But I still would like to become certified and finish the BA program because I don't have my BA and I really care in education. I would really like it. I've learned a lot about the 21st century classroom, and I first think the most interesting thing that we have is technology. We have the smart boards, kids have Kindles now, and I think it's such a great thing because there was such access to a wide database of knowledge, not only for kids but for teachers. Because I mean, for us to do our lesson plans, we all use Pinterest. We all have a blog that we go to, or we have. I used to plan my lessons, and I still do, around the South Carolina Early Learning Standards, and I would print up resources for my parents for the early learning standards. And now some of my parents are interested. I've been talking about the learning theories that we've gone over in all of my classes, and they're really interested in it. So I'm printing them database little pamphlets and knowledge, and it's a way to share that it would have been a little bit harder to do later or early on in other classrooms. I also feel like the 21st century classroom is a little tough for teachers. They have so many things to worry about. They have to worry about new education laws, budgets going down, pressure for students' test scores to be high enough, behavior issues, and parent complaints, and all of this for a really small paycheck. But I've noticed that teachers are usually pretty satisfied with their jobs versus people who work in an office. At least that's been my experience. My fiance works in an office, and I always show him pictures and videos at the end of the day, and he said, "Oh, I wish I could do that. You always seem so happy when you come home." So I feel like there's a lot of struggle, but there's a lot of reward for 21st century classrooms. And finally, the goals that I have for myself for my Columbia College career, I obviously hope to maintain my high GPA, but I like to challenge myself to become more active in the college. And I've always kind of said, well, I can't really do it because Columbia College isn't really fair to evening students, and that's kind of true. Like, they'll usually schedule events, and it's no way that evening students can make it to stuff. But I'm gonna challenge myself to be more proactive in getting involved in it. I feel like I sometimes fall into that. Just go to class, get your stuff done, go home, talk to a few people. But I need to be. Uh, I was a lot more involved in the Sumter education program than I am here, and and I really enjoyed being so involved with all the teachers and all of my other classmates. So I'm going to challenge myself to be more active and make more time for Columbia College things because I really enjoy the school. I've had a really good experience at the school, and I want to create more lasting memories and make more contacts and resources. All right, I hope you enjoyed hearing me ramble and looking at my cute kids.